Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into how to celebrate Easter, or as the Dutch say, Pasen. We're going to explore all the traditions, the amazing food, and those special little touches that really make this holiday a huge deal in the Netherlands.
So, have you ever wondered what really sets a Dutch Easter apart? You know, it's so much more than just chocolate eggs and bunnies. It's this incredible blend of family, amazing food, and, get this, a 2-day national holiday. Let's break it all down. So here's what we've got on the agenda. First, we'll get into that whole 2-day celebration thing. Then we'll talk about the real heart of the holiday, the family traditions. After that, we'll explore the art of giving gifts. And finally, we'll even see how all of this spills over into the workplace. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the calendar. Because unlike in a lot of other places, Easter in the Netherlands isn't just one day. No, it's an official 2-day-long celebration.
And before we get any further, let's lock in the name. Pasen, that's the Dutch word for Easter. And at its core, it's all about renewal, the joy of springtime, and really just reconnecting with the people you love after a long winter.
So this is the really key thing to understand, the 2-day split. On one side, you've got Eerste Pasta, or First Easter Day. That's your Easter Sunday. This is the main event, you know? It's for big family get-togethers, that amazing brunch we'll talk about, and exchanging gifts. But then you have Tweede Pasta, Second Easter Day, on Monday. This is a much more chill public holiday. It's often for things like going for a long walk, visiting a museum, or famously, heading to a furniture store. It's a real thing.
Okay, so now that we know when it all happens, let's get into the how. Let's talk about those core traditions that really make a Dutch Easter at home so special. The absolute star of Easter Sunday is the paasbrunch, the Easter brunch. And wow, it's a beautiful spread all about freshness. We're talking delicious breads, especially the famous pastol, which is this sweet bread packed with almond paste and raisins. You'll also see tons of Dutch cheeses, eggs cooked every way imaginable, and of course, piles of pastries and chocolate eggs. It's a serious feast. And the vibe is just as important as the food. People really bring that feeling of spring right into their homes. Just picture it. Lots of pastel-colored flowers like tulips and daffodils, and cute decorations everywhere, with bunnies and eggs. It's all about making the house feel bright, cheerful, and super festive. And of course, you can't talk about Easter without talking about the kids. For them, the #1 most exciting part of the day is the egg hunt. Parents hide all these colorful eggs around the garden or in the house, and that thrill of the search, it's just pure joy. It's a tradition everyone adores. Which brings us right to our next topic, the art of gifting. Now, it's not as massive as Christmas, but giving thoughtful gifts is a really appreciated part of Pasen. And I think this quote just nails it. The gift of Easter is more symbolic, you know? It's less about the actual thing and so much more about sharing the feeling of the season, that sense of hope, renewal, and just showing people you care about them. Gifting has definitely evolved, too. On one hand, you have the absolute classics that never go out of style, chocolate eggs, little marzipan figures, and cuddly plush bunnies. But on the other hand, you can see how things have gotten a bit more sophisticated, with things like gourmet food hampers, fancy wine and cheese baskets, or even relaxing spa sets becoming really popular. And this table kind of breaks down those modern gifts even more. There is seriously something for everyone. For the chocoholic, you've got amazing artisan chocolates. For the foodie, a curated wine and cheese basket is perfect. For someone who just needs to unwind, a pamper set is a great idea. And for the kids, gifts are often a mix of treats and fun toys. Now, this whole culture of thoughtful gifting doesn't just stop at home. Let's take a look at how this tradition has actually found its way into the professional world. Easter has become a really popular time for companies to connect with their employees and clients.
So why Easter? Well, it just fits so perfectly with those themes of renewal and gratitude. It's a spring holiday that gives businesses a chance, outside of that crazy Christmas rush, to say thank you, acknowledge hard work, and just strengthen those important professional relationships. And for any business thinking about doing this, it's actually pretty simple. Here's a 3-step guide. First, just acknowledge the season. Frame it as a little something for a fresh start. Second, go for something with a bit of quality, like a nice gift basket. And third, and this is so important, always include a personal note. It makes all the difference. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. Let's wrap things up with a quick look at the key takeaways for celebrating Easter just like the Dutch do. So here it is, your cheat sheet for the perfect Dutch Pasen. Remember, celebrate for 2 days. Host a delicious paasbrunch, fill your home with spring decorations, definitely organize an egg hunt for any kids around, and finally, share a thoughtful gift to spread a little bit of joy. So as we finish up, I want to leave you with one last thought. All of these Dutch traditions, the food, the family, the 2 days off, they all circle back to this one powerful idea: renewal. It's about new beginnings and appreciating our connections. So the question is, beyond all the gifts and food, how are you going to celebrate that spirit of renewal this spring? Thanks for tuning in.